Howdy folks, today's soap is brought to us from Flagship Grooming. It may be the first time you've seen this setup. And the name of this one here is Captain Scurvy. That's what it looks like there on the inside. It's a little on the wet side. Not quite drippy, pretty close. It's fairly wet. This is a 24 millimeter Yaqi brush. The name of this one here I think is Atlantis. But got it whipped up here in a, this is a tin cup here that comes with a tin lid. There are only just a few of these left that's got soap in them. The soap and the tin cup together with the cap I think runs about $25, but if you're just looking for the cup alone, I think it's like 15 bucks. You can put your own soap in there, but anyhow, I thought this was a pretty cool idea. I've had this one here for a while. Matter of fact, the soap is starting to get kind of low in the tin cup there. Decided to do the mix-up thing where I'm going to follow up the soap with the shave with the aftershave. This one here's Captain's Choice Island Time. Thought the two kind of work together. Now the scent description on the Captain Scurvy is like vanilla, sandalwood, and lime. My nose right off the puck, a little bit different than when it's lathered up, but yeah, there it is. Primary scent on my nose picks up is the sandalwood. The others kind of follow in behind, but the first one that pops up is, for me, is the sandalwood. And this is as like the lime and vanilla. Well, this one here is more the fruit scented aftershave. Thought the two would play well together. Decided to use both of them together. Blade of choice. This will be the second use on this particular blade. Got a sharp titanium, and I have it in the Winning razor. It's got a magnet right there at the end of the handle, so you can use it to pick up the blade off the counter if that's where the blade is at for you. You kind of see what the base plate looks like right there. And this one here, this Winning razor, you'll see machine marks on it and whatnot. In other words, it's not polished. And they're going to, Wet Shaving Club is going to discontinue carrying this one here. So the price of this one here, if you're interested in picking up a stainless steel razor, more or less on the cheap, it's going to be running you about 40 bucks if you want to pick it up. But once the stock is gone, it's gone, because they're not going to carry this particular razor anymore. They're just going to carry the one razor, and that's America. And it's the one that you can get the flag there on the cap. And they've reduced the price on that one there down to, I think, 70 bucks. So if you've been interested, thinking about razor like this one right here, my opinion, the shave feel with this one here is not aggressive at all. So if you're not looking for an aggressive razor in stainless steel and maybe 40 bucks hits your budget just right, this one here just might be the razor you've been looking for. I would have put a hot towel to the face this morning. Get started with the Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements ice cube, what I've got left of it. And if you're like most it seemed like at least the center part of the United States, that furnace is blowing full blast. Looking at another day where without the heat index even, it's going to be at least 100 degrees today. And I think with the heat index yesterday, it hit 108. So it's going to be another day like that. In other words, you know, it seemed like you could just keep on repeating, copy and paste as it goes for what the weather's going to be like here in Oklahoma for the next few days. It is July, but typically it doesn't get quite this bad. But there's a few days usually out of July going into August and that sort of thing where the temps do get to be somewhat unbearable at times. I mean, to me, it's pretty bad when it's about 11 o'clock at night and the temperature is 93 degrees without the heat index. That's still pretty darn warm. Doesn't look like any relief anytime soon. I think there was one day later this week where right now they've got like a 20% chance of a thunderstorm popping up. Yeah, I don't expect it. Not right now. When you look at the skies and whatnot, sometimes I can tell whether it might show up, but typically if it does show up, If I'm noticing it, that means that usually around here that it's going to show up east of me. Otherwise, because usually it comes from the west, going to the east. And if I was showing up, in other words, the clouds are looking that way in Tulsa, if I can see them that way, that usually means that it's going to hit east of us if it hits at all. Like I said, this is a little bit on the drippy side. I'm getting it all on my shirt. Scent is nice though. But like I said, there's only, I think, 3 scents that is left with soap in the mug. I think 3. There's not many left, so if you're looking to get one, you might want to move pretty quick. If you were looking for one with soap, you're just looking for the 10, then I think there were several of those still left with black ship grooming there on the logo. Pretty cool. I thought it was a great idea. I have another one that's a ceramic mug that's got soap in it. To me, I thought they were pretty unique. You can always use them to either add more soap, your own soap, or you could just drink some coffee or whatever out of it. I guess you might say for some folks it's a novel idea. Like I said, this particular shaver is not aggressive at all, in my opinion. This blade I'm using is pretty sharp. Stark contrast in between the R41 and this razor. Yeah, there's a huge difference. There's just a tiny bit of a blade feel. I mean, it's there, kind of. It's not really that noticeable. It just really depends on what you're looking for in a razor. If you like a razor that's got just a tiny bit of a blade feel, just enough to let you know that it's there, but very easy to use, this razor here would be right up your alley. And plus, with it being stainless steel, take care of it. It's going to last you your lifetime going into the next, and you're only paying $40, so in other words, it's not necessarily going to break the bank. To give it a try, I would consider this particular shaver a mild one. Might be even close to a DE89 Edwin Jagger. Yes, I still, even right now, I'm still picking up the Sandalwood. That's, I guess you might say, the scent that stands out to me for my nose. Now, your nose is probably going to be a whole lot better than mine. My nose is not the best in the world, and it hasn't been for a long time. Very smooth, comfortable shave. I would say it's definitely worth the $40 in my opinion. Like I said, it's going to last you a good long moment. Don't recall right off the top of my head what the weight is. It's not a lightweight razor by any means, being stainless steel. Pretty smooth. Not a whole lot left on my face. I here recently decided to get a Roku to hook up to one of my old dumb TVs. To set it off to the side of where I've been working at home and trying my hand at trying to figure out how it's going to work out for me, especially in the way of watching any videos on YouTube. Because the way it is right now, it's not set up that way until last night. And right now, started trying to finish it up, setting it up. Watched a few videos this morning. And when it comes to blades, if you watch Matthew Lawrence, he's doing a few videos of comparing blades, and the one I watched this morning was Derby and Voskhod. And for me, Derby blades, depending on what razor it is and how well it performs, it's not a consistent performer for me. Some razors it does really well, some razors not so much, but Voskhod for me works out fairly well. Well, for Matthew, it's Voskod's not so much. It doesn't work out so well for him. But it is something to keep in mind. Run across a razor that is maybe didn't feel quite right. Could be that you haven't found the right blade for it just yet. If you're like me, I have several blades to be choosing from. I've got, plenty of Derby, Voskhod. I've got, a few hundred of them. Like I say, I don't mind using Derby most of the time. It's a decent blade in my opinion, especially at the price point. To me, that's one of those things that I keep in consideration, especially once I find I guess you might say a marriage in between a razor and a blade. If they're working great and just a really nice shave, I don't mind picking up a couple hundred or whatever of that particular blade. It works well for me, especially like I say, Derby blades are inexpensive. You can catch them on sale, a couple of hundred, for under $20. Here of late, in other words, Persona on the X series, I've been able to find on YouTube, not YouTube, but eBay. eBay, where I can pick up 300 of them for just shipped just under $30. So to me, that's a darn good price. And Persona blades work well for me. I know not everybody. Persona blades work well for everybody, but for me, it's hit that sweet spot that no matter what I use the blade in, it works just fine, and that's just for me. No stinging this morning with the alum block. Yeah, it's been around for a moment. Like I said, this label hasn't been used in a good long while from Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements. That's Crown King label there. And this this bottle of, matter of fact, I got another one of these. Humphreys Witch Hazel. This one here is the 16-ounce variety. It is getting lower, but it's, mercy, it's taken a moment. It's a lot like the alum block. It'll go a long ways. Picked up that container there from Marshall's, and in my opinion, it's a pretty decent buy. There's the sticker there. It's $5.99. That's a pretty good buy. Like I say, no stinging whatsoever this morning. Just a great shave. All right, Captain's Choice. Now, this particular scent is not available. I don't know if he's going to bring it back or not, but anyhow, it's in a frosted bottle. I got a link down below to a lot of this stuff if you want to check it out. It does come with that restrictor right there. But this scent is nice, especially for this time of the year. Being out on an island sure would be nice. Right about now. It does smell great. Just wonderful. I had a great shave this morning. But once again, if you're looking for a stainless steel razor, or you've had your eye on this one here, like I say, for 40 bucks, once it's gone, it's gone. So I wouldn't wait around too long before they sell out, because I have no idea how many they have in stock. Hope everybody's doing well. Stay cool, stay healthy. Smooth shaves to you.